Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. Well, after an impressive bull run for 12 consecutive days, the Australian dollar's showing some profit taking as it retreats close to that 67-cent objective. And from there, the pullback now looks towards a support area which could come in around 65.70 and a base seen below at 65.2025. In light of the broader picture, I feel the market still holds to a positive stance, with the ADX supporting a bull trend and remaining above the midway point on the RSI, married up to the MACD, should eventually see a move through 67 cents and maybe on towards 68 cents and reassess from there. Looking at the euro, well, the market also took a pause at 110, which was the objective, as its rival, the US dollar index, which measures the greenback strength against a basket of 6 major currencies, rebounded on Wednesday, away from the 3-month lows around 102.50 to around the highs of 102 now. In economic data, according to the latest reports from the US Commerce Department, gross domestic product, the GDP, expanded by 5.2% analyzed pace, exceeding the previous estimates of 4.9% and 5%. The upward revision in GDP growth marks the fastest expansion since the fourth quarter of 2021. In other news, traders were digesting mixed messages from the US Federal Reserve officials after traders undoubtedly remained focused on the comments made on Tuesday by Fed Governor Christopher Waller. He is known for his influence and also for moderate hawkish voice. However, he came across somewhat dovish after saying that rate cuts could begin early next year if inflation continues to ease. While Richmond Federal Reserve Bank President Thomas Barkin said he is skeptical that inflation is on its way down to 2% and wants the option of another rate hike in case inflation gains some steam. However, looking ahead, the US now waits for the data release from the Federal Reserve's preferred measure of underlying inflation, the core PCE price index. Market participants hope that the month-on-month core price index figures will decline from 0.3% to 0.2%. However, an upside disappointment to the figure could see the US dollar rebound and rally on back to 103 to 103.5. Then on Friday, we got the US Federal Chair Powell's scheduled 2 speeches. So looking at the technicals, the market pullback, well, I feel I'm not going to get too bearish. Support is seen roughly around 109.45 to a base of 108.80. A break above this recent challenge of 110 would see an extension on towards 111 to maybe around 111.5. The dollar yen also tapped on the brakes, but still holds to a bearish bias and looks towards the objective at 144.5. In the last few consecutive days, the bears have weighed heavily on the market, supporting an ADX trend to the bear case. We are a little bit oversold, but nevertheless married to the MACD and therefore should see further weakness and support the call to the downside objective. Sterling still remains somewhat strong as eyes look now towards the Bank of England Andrew Bailey's talk on Thursday. It's likely to get a little bit rocky to this top side due to the fact we've got a long-legged doji and also overbought conditions, and could see a pullback to around 126.30-40, but then maybe on towards 127 to 129 as an objective. Wrapping up with gold and oil, the market sort of appears to be backing away from that key 3-year level. If we look at the monthlies, we can see that 2060-65 is a key level after 3 challenges were rejected. From the current price action, the market is overbought. The ADX is still supporting a bull case though, so I'm not ruling out further challenges towards the top side, but I feel that above 2060-65 could hold a bull trap and therefore maybe even seeing a pullback to around that 2000 mark. Wrapping up with oil, with all eyes on the OPEC meeting today after it was cancelled on the 26th of November. In light of the last 2 days of strength and clearing the resistance, which was at 77.2030, could put now a trajectory onto 79.20 to about 40 area. Any pullback, I still feel the base is holding roughly around 73.5 with immediate support seen around 76. Well, that's a wrap. Thank you for joining me, and as always, look out for the intraday report and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day.